to the Jerk Circle podcast. I'm your host, Harold. Unfortunately, we do not have Jared today. No, he's still with us. He just has a little bit of an illness. He's sick. Sick in the brain. Sick in the head. But Andrew and Dylan are here. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Andrew, good boy. That's a good noodle star that you get.
They say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Oh.
Living in the
Yeah.
trap house apartments. But I think that we all had a very eventful week. We had a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, the big one, football's back, baby. And I don't know about you guys. That's what I did Sunday. I didn't stay home. I went and watched some football games. And I'm glad that football's back now, you know? I think the one thing though is it makes it a little bit harder to watch baseball because, you know, I love baseball, love watching the Brewers play, but man, something about watching football just means a little more to me, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us were, you have like August where it's like, yeah, you got preseason, yeah, you've been through training camp, yeah, you have like your drafts, and that's all fun. But God, you reach a point where it's like, can we just talk about the actual games now? Can we actually experience the games instead of like talking about what third string running back you think might have value in week 9? Like I'm sick of that. Let's actually talk about some material, baby.
It's like you get a little sample. It's like, I don't want a sample. I want the whole load. I want the whole thing on it. You know, I want it.
Enchilada.
Mm-hmm. Give me that bowl, baby. I don't want a cup. But I think we all actually fit it in. The three of us, I think we all three have very different opinions on how their teams did. And I don't know who wants to kick this off, but I think we should start in descending order. So I think, Andrew, I think you should go first and talk about how you felt the Packers did, because
Descending order of what?
descending order of, like, proudness, I guess. Descending order of, like...
Okay.
But Dylan can be really proud of his
So
team.
you say we're not happy to rep our teams, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you guys decide then.
Answer it.
I'm not proud of it. I know a team I'm not proud of. But, I'll let you boys fight it out, because I'm going last.
Okay. I guess I'll go because you already said I was gonna go. So, I don't know if we actually did we address the whole Micah Parsons thing.
We did talk about it.
We did in our last episode.
We did. We talked about Micah and what effect he could have on the team if he gets healthy and good to go.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just been a while since because our last recorded episode we actually did 2 weeks ago, because last week.
Yeah, it's actually a while ago.
Yeah.
There was still a video, an episode that came out, but that was our makeup one that we did. So, but anyway, clearly, very happy with the first game. It's always good to get a dub the first week. It's week 1. Everybody says it's week 1. It's pretty cliche. But man, you could really see the Packers defense dominate that game. They did good. It was belt to behind, brother. They whipped out that belt and they kept whipping.
They had belt buckle on.
The memes you saw of Micah Parsons, where it's like, oh, Micah Parsons chasing down Jared Goff is like a lion.
Those were pretty good.
It's a great, accurate description of what really went down, and to just see, it wasn't just him. It wasn't like we were waiting for Micah Parsons to be good. It's like everybody around him. It's like he has this infectious disease with other people in a good way. to just wreck games, and like you saw with like Luke Van Ness, I think he had like a sack and a half. Rashawn Gary had a sack. It just everybody was kind of dominating. Devontae Wyatt had a pretty good game. Evan Williams had an interception. We looked really dominant. But I also don't want to speak too much of that. With Detroit, and they're losing both of your really good offensive and defensive coordinators. It could be like the perfect storm, right? So it could be the mix of both worlds. And so I want to see this happen for multiple weeks. I want it to be consistent. Obviously, it's always good to get a win against a division rival, and that's huge. Jordan Love looked really good. I only think there was one drop pass, so that's a good sign from the Packers. I do want to see more out of Matthew Golden. I kind of wish we had a little bit more on that on Sunday, but when you score a lot, there's kind of no reason to keep passing it, I guess. They kind of just kept then transitioned to Josh Jacobs, and obviously he's always dominant. We'll see how the Packers do when they have a dual threat quarterback in Jane Daniels. That's going to be, can we contain him? Is he going to get out and burst for 20, 25 yards every time he gets out of the pocket? So I want to see consistency. So like, I'm happy. That's great. Let's move into week 2 and let's continue it from there.
Who would you say is the I guess like the Andrew player of the week, the guy that you were like, wow, this guy really popped watching, like a guy that you just had the most fun watching, I guess, for the Packers?
I mean, it's hard not to say Micah Parsons because he was dominant in just pretty much everything he did. I mean, the fact that you see him in some clips where he's going up against Penei Sewell, and he is just throwing this dude with like it seems like little effort. And this Penei Sewell's not a small guy, all right? He's a big boy, and
All
for
pro.
Micah to just kind of yeah, I think so. To see Micah in some videos where he's like, he's doing a little shuffle, and then he's going to the outside, but he's pushing, using his right arm to push on Penei Sewell, and he kind of just lifts him up and moves him, and it just looks so, I don't know, like so effortlessly. So I really like that. I think Tucker Kraft was a big part of the game. Yeah, he scored a touchdown. I think he was actually our lead in receiving yards. So that was good. I was a little worried how Jaden Reed would look, just because with the whole foot thing, but it seemed like he was fine. But I mean, that'll be something they probably monitor week to week. So, but yeah, I would say probably either Micah or Tucker Kraft.
Packers really put belt to ass that game. It was fun to watch. I think the final score was not indicative of how much of a one-sided affair it was.
No, and I want to say one more thing. That Isaac Tesla guy, an amazing catch. That was insane. If that like for your first touchdown as an NFL wide receiver is something like that, I mean, I was blown away. At first, I was like, "Oh, there's no way that's a touchdown." And then
wasn't
looking
that
at it
like his
closer with
only
the
target of the game too?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was his only catch. Yeah, that's just crazy. So, yeah, kudos to that guy. That was he really gave it all on that touchdown catch.
I don't know if his name is cooler or that catch was cooler, because both are pretty damn cool. Name's Tesla. It's pretty badass.
Law.
But moving it on over to, thank you for that. Moving it on over to Dylan. Dylan, how did you feel about your Saints?
I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it actually was. They held their own through the entire first half. And at one point, they actually had the lead for a short time, which was a good feeling, you know? Spencer Rattler looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate the first week that I saw. It was not a bad performance. And I don't know. Camaro's looking good as always. It's my guy. And I don't know. I have hopes for Jawan Johnson, to be honest with you.
Jawan had a monster game.
He did.
He did. And I hope he continues to do such.
Yeah, I think he could be kind of like a security blanket for Spencer Rattler.
Yep, I agree.
Who do you think?
Oh, go ahead. Ask your question.
I was gonna ask, who do you think was the like your favorite guy watching that game, like the guy that kind of like really popped to you, like, oh, this guy always seems to be getting his name called. He's doing something.
It's kind of tough, to be honest with you. I feel like they had a pretty even spread of targeting for the most part. He wasn't too reliant on any certain player to make plays, which I liked. I don't want someone who has a favorite target and they stick to it most of the time. I like to see them boys eat.
Everybody gotta eat.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I was impressed with the first week, to be honest with you. Even though we came away with a loss, I'm impressed with it.
Do you think you got a chance next week against the 49ers?
No. Not really. But I'm gonna happily watch it anyways.
Yes, sir.
That's the spirit. That's what we like to hear.
Die-hard fan right there.
Oh, wooga, baby.
But yeah, we could just move on to the next topic. We don't have to talk about my team.
No. Let's have this conversation, please.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, I think I'm a bad person because I went over to my fiance's loving grandparents who don't get to watch football too much, and I forcibly put the New York Giants on their television screen, and it was Grandma took a nap during the game. It was bad. It was just so, I don't know. The defense looked all right, although it could have been a lot worse. The defense was whatever, but the offense, oh my goodness, dude, it's so boring. I thought getting rid of Daniel Jones, I thought that would fix it. I'm like, I'll get Russell Wilson and he's a better quarterback. Okay, Malik Neighbors gets a real quarterback, We got a real quarterback. We got an ass. He's not good. He's butt. And I just watch him throw incompletion after incompletion. And he gets happy feet because the O-line can't defend him. So when the O-line finally defends him, he still has happy feet. And, the run game was basically non-existent. Our running backs combined for a grand total of, 33 yards on, 13 carries. Scattaboo, who looked like the coolest guy ever, got -3 yards and 2 carries.
That was such a good carry.
I don't care, dude. That dude is trucking people.
Uh-huh.
That was the guy I was so hyped. So last year I had Jaden Daniels coming out of college into the year. That was the guy I was looking at. Cam Scattaboo was the dude I was watching to see who he would go. And when the Giants grabbed him, just to see him just throw people and then just level people. Oh, it's gonna be so fun watching this dude.
Dude, he's a boulder. Mm-hmm. He's like that big rock from SpongeBob, just running people.
Get rid of
over.
Tyro Tracy. Get rid of him. Make him sit out.
He's got such potential. Even the one block he had.
Oh, I know.
He just put that dude down.
Yeah.
Do you think we can clone him 5 times to just have him on the O-line? Maybe that would help.
I think we could.
I think there was a quote because he got the angry run scepter from Kyle Brandt on Good Morning Football, and Kyle Brandt was saying yeah, there's a quote from Cam Scatterbo, and he's like, oh, like what is your like mentality or motivation when you go out on the field? He goes, yeah, he's just like I just get really mad, and he's like I just take it out on the field. so, so this dude's always pissed when he's out there.
Lined
Love
up,
it.
just lined up, like growling and grunting. Scattaboo was fun. Malik
How many
Neighbors.
people do you think? How many people do you think Cam Scattaboo, or how many Cam Scattaboo's would it take to take out a grizzly bear? 2. Well, why do you say 2? Well, I need 1 to film it.
Malik Neighbors is a star. I know you look at 5 catches, 71 yards. Watching the game, that dude caught a couple passes that no man should be able to catch. Thanks, Russell Wilson. And he's good. He's so good. Because going into the season, everyone talked about the toe, the back. It's like, is he gonna like be slowed down? Nope. I have no fear at all. Malik Neighbors is him. Have faith. But yeah, we got belt to ass by the Commanders. And immediately watching that game and then watching the Packers game, it was very clear that there's tiers to it. And there is good quarterbacks, and there is not so good quarterbacks. I think the only guy I would even consider getting my Harold Butler stamp of approval would probably be either Malik Neighbors or Cam Scattaboo. Although Scattaboo statistically didn't do a whole lot. But damn, did he look cool doing what he did.
Mm-hmm.
They got to give that man more carries, dude. They have to. And if they don't, I'm going to New York and me and Brian Dable are having a talk.
Harold, if you were the GM, or if you were the coach rather, would you start Jackson Dart?
I probably would kill Russell Wilson. It comes with a heavy heart, but Russell Wilson would be executed by Dawn. And then I think I would probably lean towards starting Jameis. Let Jackson Dart continue to learn how shit this offense is, so he knows, hey, you got to run for your life, bud. You got to, look at Malik Neighbors, and if he's not triple covered, just get the ball to him. And then I think after a couple weeks of watching Jameis go 400 yards, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, I think he'd be ready to step in and really, really start moving this team towards something. But I would give Russell Wilson, I would give him until week 3, because that's our primetime game against the Chiefs, and the whole world is going to see how two-pack of ass Russell Wilson is. After that game, you basically have the whole world telling you, hey, you got to bench this dude. But the fact you paid the guy $10, $15, $20 million to play, and he just can't play, it's just bad GM. I fire the team. Fire everybody. No one should have a job on that team. Except we can keep Malik Neighbors and Scattaboo. They can stay.
So you just want to start completely over?
Well, actually, I learned something. If you have, if the whole team dies, you can have an emergency draft. So, that's something to think about.
Are you going to kill the whole team?
I wouldn't go that far, but, it's something to consider. Anything's on the table to improve a team, and if that means making the hard decision, then sometimes you got to do it. Okay, that's gotten dark. Anyway, speaking of making the hard decision, I think this is a great segue into probably the biggest, I don't know if I want to say argument, the biggest back and forth I think me and Dylan have ever had. And it led to a lot of uncomfortable questions, a lot of, pointing and yelling. A lot of going on. And for those of you who don't know, the Green Bay Packers, they are green and gold. Not yellow.
Yeah.
Green and gold.
They say they're green and gold.
Yeah. So.
And they can say that as much as they want.
As the Packer fan, I'm gonna side with Dylan here. So, I did some research. right? Because Harold is on this hill by himself.
He really is.
So, if we want to be specific, the color is a Spanish yellow, or as the Patone chart calls it, a vibrant yellow. It is quote-unquote gold for Green Bay, mainly for two reasons, neither actually based on the color's reality. First, Curly Lambeau was a Notre Dame guy, so he wanted the team to reflect the colors of his alma mater, just like George Halas took navy/orange from his school, which is Illinois.
Huh.
So yeah, he wanted the team to reflect the colors of his alma mater. Early Packers uniforms were close to the Notre Dame's navy and gold. So that's the first reason. Second, it is just quote-unquote catchier to say green and gold in a literary sense. It flows better than green and yellow. So it's a matter of semantics. Packers fans will contend that it's truly gold, but it is a shade of yellow. A true gold color is actually closer to the darker, almost brownish gold of the element precious metal gold. So
Thank you.
there you go.
All right.
What's
Well,
your rebuttal? Because
I
say it is.
that's what what's the one SpongeBob quote? That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal. Here's my argument. All right. First off, if I go as a diehard Packer fan that I am, if I went to the Packer website and was like, I want to, I'm not, but anyway, if I went to the website because I wanted to paint my child's room green and gold, green and yellow for my son, if I bought the paint of the exact color that the Packers sell official merchandise of, it is green and it is gold. Now you can say, well, yellow or gold is a type of yellow. Well, that's like saying all doctors are all the same. The difference between a heart surgeon and like a foot surgeon are completely different. There's specific specifications in a broad term of a.
Harold, you said that. You said that gold is a type of yellow.
It's a specific type of yellow.
Why are you backhanding yourself and making yourself sound stupid with that
I'm
statement?
not sounding stupid. I'm making a lot of sense. I think that you're so blinded by yellow that you can't even see the factual information.
When you're done painting your son's green and gold colors, when he walks in, he's gonna go, "Oh, you painted it green and yellow! Hell yeah, it's the Packer colors."
My son wouldn't say that because if he did, he'd be on the street. But okay, now if you isolate the Packers, if you isolate the Packers color and go, what color are these two? Most people will say yellow because instinctively it looks yellow. However, that's like if I showed you a maroon red. That's still red, but it's maroon. It's a different shade.
Yeah, it's still yellow then.
Yes, in the sense that gold is a type of yellow.
So you're just proving our point. Yeah, so you're just proving our point, guy.
Okay. If we want to argue that the Packers are a green and yellow as the main color, yes, technically, but it's gold because it's a specific type of yellow.
The saying is green and gold because it's catchier and it deals with semantics like we talked about. The actual color is green and yellow. Dating back to the origin, like I read.
He won't accept it.
No, I know.
I cannot. This is something that I'm willing to die on. It's green and gold. I don't care what Lil Wayne said.
You're gonna die wrong.
I don't care what Lil Wayne said about it being green and yellow. I don't care. It's green and gold. I don't call him Matthew Yellow. I call him Matthew Golden.
That's his name.
Word. That's his name. You can't tell him his name is wrong.
I'm not saying his name is wrong. I'm just saying, you're like...
If you called him Matthew Yellow, that would be the wrong name.
It's not wrong when you say it's wrong.
Well, it's like... it's everyone's so hung up on the word of it, but it all just means the same thing in the end. Yellow, gold, and what's the difference?
What?
Then
There's
why
a
are we having
big
this
difference.
argument?
See, and this is where we keep getting back to. You say gold is yellow and it's the same color, but
No, what? I don't. Never have I said that.
okay. You're
You
like,
said that. I didn't say that. You
when did I say that?
literally all day yesterday, and then 5 minutes ago, to prove a point, you said that.
All right, I'm getting a little confused here. So what you're telling me? Okay. Can we agree on this? Gold and yellow are two different colors, correct?
Yeah.
Gold is a type of yellow.
It's a shade of yellow.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So when I say the Packers are green and yellow, that yellow, if you don't specify, could be any wide number of yellows. But it's a specific
Okay,
kind
but
of
it's
yellow.
not.
You're right. It's not any yellow. It's a specific kind of yellow. And what is the name of that yellow?
Yellow?
I have it right here.
What is it? Say it.
Spanish yellow, or as the Patone chart calls it, vibrant yellow.
No, it was called selective
No.
yellow when I googled it. Selective.
Yellow!
Oh, wait, no, it said golden.
Yellow.
It said
Nowhere does it say gold.
it said golden selective yellow. If I go on the website
No.
for the Packers, it says golden yellow.
That's great. Clearly, you're not doing your research.
Oh, Green Bay Packers colors: white, gold, dark green.
Okay, Spanish yellow.
I don't care
According
about
to the
Spanish. I'm speaking English.
Pantone chart, it's vibrant yellow. It is gold for Green Bay, mainly reasons. One, because Curly Lamb. I'm not gonna say all this again. It's right here. You're wrong.
Say that one part though, about gold being a darker brownish tint.
Yeah. Second, it is catchier to say green and gold in a literary sense. Oh wait, no, hold on. Yes, Packers fans will contend it truly is quote unquote gold, but it is a shade of yellow. A true gold, quote unquote gold, color is actually closer to the darker, almost brownish gold of the element precious metal gold. Which makes sense because when we talked about what Curly Lambeau wanted is that Notre Dame color, which is like a brownish, darker color. So, we rest our case.
Well, the judge is gonna throw you out.
No,
For what?
he already threw you out. You're
What?
done.
We had a bad
You're
argument.
getting the Judas Cradle, my man.
I can't fit in a cradle. I'm too big.
All right, how about the Braising Bowl? That's what you get.
Oh, that doesn't sound nice. Can I get something more
No, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what the Brazen Bull is. I don't want that. I prefer something more, less violent. Maybe a torture like
Lethal injection.
injection. I would prefer watching my team play every Sunday. I think that's proper enough punishment for being an ignorant dummy.
So you admit it.
I admit that I believe what I believe and that you guys don't believe it.
What?
Well, because we have different beliefs, I'm not going to shoot you for it, so.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it, bud. Although if you sniped me over a color, I think that you'd have some problems.
Well, then, yeah, there's a lot of messed up people in this world, so.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of messed up people, I feel bad for Jared because he had to watch Tua throw the ball.
I believe his real name is Tua Turn the Ball Over.
Should we do a moment of silence for Jared's team?
I don't see the point.
Yeah, we just did.
Okay, anyway.
It's not going to bring him back.
Did Tua get hurt? He's hurt in the head.
Apparently, you see there's possible trade rumors of Tyreek going to the Steelers.
Oh,
Could you imagine Aaron Rodgers, Tyreek, and DK Metcalf on a team?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. That'd be
Oh.
hilarious.
that's crazy. Could you imagine that how the locker room's gonna be the second they start losing?
Yeah. Mike Tomlin's pulling out his hair.
Well, at least they have a serial killer, in Boswell. So
That's true. I am a surgeon. Well, do we have time to talk about our fantasy teams?
yeah, we could do that.
Real quick.
I wish I could say I had a very successful week, but my week went very not good. Bo Nix let me down. Um, Amon Ra let me down. Uh, a lot of people let me down, and I will probably end up doing self reflection this coming week. But I'll give them another chance. I will give them a chance. I don't overreact to week one. I never overreact to week one. But we'll just see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens, and hope that everyone starts playing like they should be playing.
Yeah. I think out of 5 leagues I'm in, I won 3 out of the 5. So that's good news there. My most expensive one, I took a win, and I put up the most points for the last week. So feeling pretty good about my team in my most expensive league right now. Kind of looking at everybody else's team in this league, I feel like I've kind of got a more well-balanced team. So feeling pretty good. On waivers, I grabbed Juwan Johnson and Quentin Johnson. Somehow they didn't go through, like nobody picked them up in waivers.
That's crazy.
It is crazy because, like I said, so I'm number 1 right now because I put up the most points. So that means I would go last in waiver lineup.
Yeah, that's what?
Waiver
That's
requests.
insane.
So I was like, I'll just wait to see who everybody drops, and then I'll put in my waiver requests. And I saw that nobody picked up Quentin Johnson and Juwan Johnson. I'm like, oh, I'm stashing these 2 on my bench.
Of
So
course.
yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, I wanted to grab Juwan in your league, but
Oh yeah,
Jake picked him up.
yeah. Everybody wanted Quentin Johnson, though. I saw so many.
I knew I
requests
wasn't
for
getting to him. I know. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping I would snag Juwan.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping Cam Scatterboo gets that starting job or gets more involved at least in like the passing game or something.
I hope so, dude. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah, I did take an L in the league that I manage, because Terry McLaurin put up 4 points and Jamison Williams put up 3 points. It was not a good week 1 for those guys, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. How
Let me
about
tell you something.
what?
I am not a fan of Travis Kelce right now, and not because I
Yeah.
have him. No. Because this man friendly Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
That was a promising promise, and I was happy I got him. Now, what does Kelsey have to do? All he had to do was just go get married. We don't need him to play football. Just go live your celebrity life, buddy. But no. We can't do that.
13th year in the league, and dude decided to take up. I saw that New Heights podcast episode where somebody put the clipped it, and it was a section where Taylor Swift is talking about how she drafted Xavier Worthy, and she was screaming about it. And it zooms in on Travis, like kind of like nervous chuckling, and then it plays the video of him taking him out on the field.
So annoying. I cannot stand that man.
Well, there is some good news. He's not, after he had a dislocated shoulder, he's not having surgery on it. He's not gonna wear a brace. I don't think he's actually gonna miss any time. I think he's gonna be like week to week or day to day or something. So it actually looked a lot better than what it maybe initially looked like. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff. Before we get into our hot topics, though, I want to ask Dylan about what did you think of your boy Ashton?
I'm very happy that man got his first NFL tutty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was he didn't quite do what I hoped he would do, and I didn't expect him to do it week 1. But I can say I'm happy with the performance.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. The Raiders looked kind of like they looked pretty pass heavy on that first game, but
They did.
I guess kind of like looking back at it, I believe it was raining. The field conditions weren't like great. I think Genty was kind of
Right, it was
sliding a
slippery.
little bit, like it was slippery a little bit. So maybe they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna throw it. But apparently I saw that Genty has 83% of the carries for running backs. So I mean that's a workhorse right there.
Yeah, he was getting some work. I mean, he wasn't like doing hella yardage or anything. He was moving it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be really excited when I see him on my screen. He breaks for like a 40 or 50 or even a 60
I can't wait for that
like,
day.
rushing touchdown or something. That'll be a blast to watch. Yeah, and then what is our matchups for each of our teams? The Packers have the Commanders tomorrow night. Who do the Giants go up against, Harold?
Oh,
Them boys, Cowboys.
Oh, we them boys.
Q's gonna have a great week. Q is gonna love every second of it.
Yeah, and then I believe
I don't quite remember. I say we played
49ers.
49ers? Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, and then the Raiders play the Chargers.
Monday night.
Actually, yeah, Monday night. There's actually 2 Monday nights. They play at 9 p.m.
Yucky.
Yeah.
I'm sick. Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah, it'll be a decent slate of games, I think.
I'm ready for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
I can't say that I expect the Saints to go very far this year, but
yeah,
I have some hopes for the Raiders. After that upset week 1.
Yeah, kind of see how it all plays out on Sunday. So, all right, Harold, do you want to do some hot topics?
I think we're ready. Before we close out the show, we end up with our hot topics of the week. And my hot topic is I went to a Fallen in Reverse Hollywood Undead Slaughter to Prevail concert. And it's my second time ever going to a concert. And it was very interesting. I saw a lot of people wearing very, very small clothing. So I saw a lot.
Well, yeah, you'll have that.
I saw a kid get crowd surfed and then dropped on their head, which is, it was kind of,
sure.
It's messed up, but it's kind of funny. I saw a guy completely zoinked out of his mind, just like in the crowd, just like zombied out, and his buddy's like weekend at Bernie and him, like, yeah, bro, shake your hand, go, Fallen in Reverse, yeah, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that guy. And I learned my hatred for entering Milwaukee. Traffic is crazy. Leaving it was better once you got out of it. Not as bad as Chicago. But the concert was fun. I had a fun time. Although a lot of it was very new to me, which I kind of like doing for concerts, going in and not really knowing a whole lot of, like, a boatload of songs from everyone, because it's like, oh man, I get to really enjoy it at the moment and not go in with, like, a checklist of, oh, they need to play this and this and this to make me happy. So, I had a good time. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. I think my hot topic of the week is I think I went to a wedding last weekend. That was a lot of fun. Got to hang out with a bunch of people. I always love weddings, and it was nice because we had some friends from Maine come down, and they were at my wedding. And I felt like I didn't get to talk to them much, just because I was so busy. So it was nice. So I got to sit down and talk to them a lot. I met up with them on Sunday with a bunch of other people and watched the Packer game. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm just glad I got to spend some time with some more people. Sometimes it's always nice being on the other side of it. You can just enjoy more of the wedding and the people there, so 'cause it can get pretty busy and hectic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's and I'm just looking forward to the Packer game tomorrow. So
That's gonna be a fun game. Both offenses are gonna be an absolute blast to watch.
got it. Dylan, what about you?
I think. Well, I did go to the same concert as Harold, but on a different date, which is always good. But I think I'm gonna go with over the weekend on Saturday, I believe it was. No, Friday night. Sorry, Friday night. We went to Eve of Destruction. And that was an incredible time, honestly. This is my first time going. And there was a lot of different events they had set up that were just really fun to watch.
Do you have a favorite that you really liked watching?
I like the trailer races, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Those were fun. So much fun to watch. But the bus races were good too. Like, oh, it was so good.
I think unless we got anything else, I think we're ready to wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
So I got
Week 2, baby.
Week 2.
Week 2.
And then next weekend, I don't know if we should announce it, Dylan. Or is it secret?
Oh, you can say it if you want to.
Next weekend, Andrew.
Well, what part are you going to say?
The whole thing we've been scheming up since we were at work today.
I kind of wanted it to be a surprise, to be honest with you.
You want to keep it secret?
Oh, I do.
All right. Well,
then we can just reveal a winner.
I won't spoil nothing. All I'm gonna say is, Andrew, you better make sure your liver is ready to go.
Yes, indeed. So we're speaking in reference to Harold's bachelor party. For everybody wondering.
Yeah.
And we cooked up some stuff today. That is we're gonna be hurting. We're gonna be hurting, boys.
But I think this is probably a top 10 Dylan idea, and you got a couple good ideas. Chicken bacon ranch sliders are up there.
Well, I mean, I gotta be good at something, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I think until next time, this is the Jerk Circle Podcast, and I will be seeing you boys and girls next time. Woo!